Hello and welcome to the Slingshot Channel. I'm standing here on my frozen fish pond in the middle of a really cold winter. And anyway, I had so many remarks and comments and questions about my full auto Makita shooter that I wanted to take the time and elaborate a little bit. First of all, as you've seen in the last video, I have converted the weapon now to exchangeable magazines. So these magazines are now exchangeable, and you know they lock in place. And if you have emptied a magazine, like this, then what you do is you first put this lever in so that the sled is not falling out, and then you simply push this button here and you can remove the empty magazine and replace it with a new one. So here is a new magazine, and as you see the lever is still intact. So this means that the bolts cannot fall out since they are under tension of these rubber bands. Okay, now if I put them in, you can see that the lock holds them in place. They're actually very firm. You can lift the whole thing on the magazine, and it's really solid. Now what you have to do is you have to release this lever so that the bolts get into the line of fire like this. Okay, and now the weapon is ready for shooting. Very simple. A lot of fun. Alright, a few more things that people suggested. A lot of people suggested why not use an angle adapter for the drill or some kind of gear pinion system or something so that the drill is in the line of fire and not just like this, like sideways. Well, the problem is that all these gears, they actually lose torque. This means that this would be weaker. And I need every little bit of torque this drill has to offer. The entire 15 Newton meters, I need them to go into this as directly as possible. Otherwise I would have to use a lot weaker bands, and that I don't want. Then a lot of people suggested do another gear set on the other side, like another set of teeth, and have a second band set and a second sled so that you double the frequency of the shots. Well, that is not possible either, because first of all, I don't see how it fits. I mean, everything here is taken. There is actually no more free space for this. And even if I would find a solution for this, I think the drill would simply overheat. It actually needs that little bit of rest. Otherwise, the smoke of death would come out of here quite quickly. You can already see in the slow motion that it's actually slowing down when it's under full tension. Plenty of people, for whatever reason, suggested that I put the magazine underneath. I don't know why. Maybe because they think that you need some kind of a sighting system or so on. But you don't need this, because this actually is so easy to aim, since you know it sends a nice stream of bolts on its way, and it's very easy to aim. You simply aim with it like you would aim with a garden hose. Can't miss, really. Okay, let's put in another magazine first. Okay, a lot of people also want to know where are the blueprints for this? Well, you know, I don't work with blueprints. I usually sketch everything directly to the wood. And for me, it's a great pain to do blueprints since I'm not an engineer. I actually studied business administration a long time ago. So, sorry, no blueprints. Several people asked me, why is it necessary to have another trigger system here? Why not simply pushing it back and then letting it go together with the sled? Well, that's a very easy thing to answer, because the sled weighs several times as much as one of these bolts. And there's two ways how you can do it. First of all, you could use the same band set, but then the shot would be very lame. Or you could use a strong band set, so the shot would still be okay, but then the sled at the end would have the same speed that the bolt has. And this means that it would smash itself and probably the weapon as well into pieces. And we can't have that. Therefore, it is necessary to cock the bands, then have the sled being out of the way, and then fire. Many people also suggest why not using a normal DC motor for this. Well, the problem is that these DC motors usually don't have the torque. They're like all speed. Same is for like angle grinders or chainsaws. You know, what I need is a transmission that has high torque, but not that high speed. And these drills are ideally suited for that. It will be very hard to find something that beats a 15 Newton meter, 300 rounds per minute Makita drill. And it's so much fun. Oops. Well, I do hope that I have answered all of your questions, because that's it for today. Thanks and bye-bye.